Are you just returning to Fortnite, or have you been around for a while and you're just struggling to improve? Well, my goal today is to help you get cracked at Fortnite. This is how this video is going to work. Timestamps are down below. First, I'm going to be giving some tips for beginners or people that just came back to the game to help them get on the right track. And then I'm going to give you some of my personal drills that I use to get better at the game. So let's kick it off by starting with my advice for beginners. I spent months building the perfect place to teach you guys how to piece control, build, and just improve at fighting in the game. There's never been something like this before, but I got you covered. First off is a map called the How to Piece Control map. Code to this and all the other maps in this video are down in the description. I spent months building this map to make it as easy as possible to learn how to fight in Fortnite. So all throughout this map are tutorials that teach you stuff like what is piece control, how to do peek shots, all the basics. There's video and voice tutorials all throughout the map that show you how to do the drills and teach you when you would actually do those drills. So that's the first thing I built. The second thing I built for you guys is a how to build map. Now this map is similar in the sense that it uses video and voice tutorials, but it's really just an empty free build map where you can build around. But on the outskirts of the rooms are tutorials to do all different kinds of moves. You can actually attach the video tutorials to your screen so that it's there while you're practicing. And once again, I have audio tutorials to teach you when you would actually use those moves. This map teaches you everything from like how to edit course, how to tunnel, side jump, take high ground, all kinds of stuff. Pretty much every single fundamental move you need and beyond. Now, something important to note, these maps are great for learning how to play the game and just getting better with building overall, but it's not going to instantly make you a pro. I recommend spending just a bit of time in these maps at the start of each day so you don't get burnt out, and then hopping into 1v1s. You most likely are not going to see these skills immediately applied to your game, but if you practice in those maps and then practice a bit in 1v1s before hopping into real games, you're going to improve 10 times faster than if you just normally played the game every day. But yeah, the more you learn in those maps, the more of a variety of skill set you'll have, and that'll eventually transfer over, as long as if you're practicing 1v1s as well. So that's it for the beginner part of this video. Now we're going to get into the things that I do to improve my game, and hopefully it'll help you guys as well. The first drill that I show you, I've talked about before on my channel. I call it the speed changing drill. To start out, you need to go to a practice map that has the ability to change speeds of the player's movement. A really good place to do this is my Jivan's practice map, code down in the description, but any map that has speed changing can do. In the Jivan's practice map, head over to the free build with bots room. So what you're going to do is start out in slow motion and build all the way up to max height while piece controlling the bots along the way. But while doing this, focus on consistency. Try to have really tight crosshair placement and consistent edits. What I mean by tight crosshair placement is don't be moving your mouse all crazy all over the place. Try to have that crosshair stay as tight as possible and as minimal movement as possible for each edit. If you watch how I'm building here, it's like every single edit just flows into the next one. I'm not doing any unnecessary movements here. Once you hit max height, switch over to fast motion. Now this is going to be super hard. You need to push yourself to go as fast as possible and do as complex moves as possible while doing this. But at the same time, try to also focus on consistency, messing up as little as possible. So you might not be able to do triple edits in fast motion, but the goal here is crank so fast that your arm tenses up. It's just like when doing a workout, you're trying to lift heavier weights so that you can see growth. Go faster here so that each time you play, you get a little bit faster. Now, once you hit max height on that speed, now you're going to go to normal speed. Now, when you switch back to normal, try to focus on that consistent and tight crosshair placement while also going fast. It should start to feel like the game is almost moving in slow motion for you after going from slow to fast to normal. If you do this drill at the start of every day, I'm telling you, you should see a major increase in your building and editing speed and consistency, but only if you really push yourself each day with it. That's going to be the theme for most of these drills. A lot of people will just zombie walk through routines, but if you're not going as ham as possible, you're not going to see improvement. Now, the second drill actually also takes place in this Jivan's practice map. We're going to be doing a peek drill. You can do this drill in the free build room or the piece control room. What you're going to want to do is turn on the ability so the bot shoots you back. If you notice yourself taking a lot of bad peeks, getting pre-fired a lot, you definitely should run this drill. Just go through this, fight all the bots, and set up as optimal as peeks as possible, but also focus on piece controlling the enemy from behind right-hand peeks. The whole goal of this drill is to get the perfect muscle memory so that you're never exposing yourself while piece controlling and taking peek shots. In the piece control section, you can also turn it into a survival game by lowering your health. If you get hit too many times, you'll lose, and you can try to beat your high scores. You can also change the speed at which the bot is going going to shoot you, so you have to set up even better peaks. Drill number 3 is actually just a practice map that I use here and there. It's not one of my own. What I do is I search headshot only map. These maps, I feel like I see some of the best improvement in my flick shot and shotgun aim in general. If you've never played one, it's basically a box fight free-for-all, and you can only kill people if you hit a perfect 200 pump. So that's a great place to improve your shotgun aim. The 4th thing that I do to improve my game is practicing on Kovaaks. This is only for keyboard and mouse players, but I dropped my Kovaaks routines down below. What you want to do is copy that share code in the description and paste it into Kovaaks in the share code spot, just like I'm doing on screen. I have an easy and medium routine and then my actual routine. Depending on your skill level, you might want to do different ones, but what I recommend doing is picking a few drills, a few tracking, and a few flick shot drills, and do those drills 3 to 4 times in a row each. But the biggest thing is every single day, push yourself like crazy. Again, your arm should literally feel like it's falling off at the end of this. If you're doing flick shot drills, flick faster than you think is humanly possible. Every single day, go for better high scores. If you start to slack off, zombie out, and you're not beating your high scores for long periods of time, you're not going to see the improvement. The only way you see it is by going absolutely ham. Now, the whole point of Kovaaks is to improve your mouse control. This is really important for every single video game. Having good mouse control means you'll have better crosshair placement, better aim, better everything when it comes to keyboard and mouse. And I swear, when I'm doing Kovaaks consistently is when I see my highest improvement rate. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I've been using Kovaaks for like 4 years. The 5th thing that I do more than probably any other map, just because I really enjoy doing it, is playing Forever Zone Wars as my warm-up. If you guys follow me, you know this is my map. I just want to let you guys know it's updated with all the new loot for the new season, and there's been a lot of new features we've added recently, so definitely go check it out. But this is probably my biggest go-to warm-up map just because it's pure chaos. You're going to get super fast-paced building, aiming, editing, every kind of practice all in one map here. But the reason I play it more than any other map is just because it's fun, honestly. I have almost 250 nukes now in this map. Let me know down in the comments how many nukes you have. If you've never played this map, a nuke is 10 kills in a row, and that's basically how you win. Anyways, the last thing I do to warm up is 1v1s. But there's 2 key things here. You either need to be 1v1ing somebody that's at your skill level or better, or you need to be 1v1ing somebody on high ping so that you can get used to lag. If you're just 1v1ing somebody that's worse than you with no lag practice, just a normal 1v1 against a drone, you're going to get worse at the game. Keep looking and try to find people at your skill level or better. I have a really good 1v1 map down in the description that we just updated. It's called All-in-One 1v1s, and it's got every type of 1v1 in one map. Box fights, realistics, zone wars, and build fights. So those are my go-to routines to improve as a solo, but you can also practice many of them as a duo or a trio. For example, doing 2v2s and 3v3s is one of the best ways to get better as a duo and trio. If you struggle with mid-game fighting and W keying as a team, that's something you need to add to your routine. Additionally, if you struggle with sticking together in endgame and communicating, then duo Forever Zone Wars and trio Forever Zone Wars can be a good option. But the rest of those drills are meant to be done alone. Now guys, I've been seeing your comments. I know a lot of you want to see more breakdowns of like my games, tournaments, or fights. I'll try to get some of those to you guys soon. Anyways, I hope this video helps you guys out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.